Hello! I promised a tour of my swanky new loft style central London apartment. This is the Airbnb that we are staying in until we can fly to Spain. We don't know how long that's going to be. So I just wanted to show you. Thank you so much everybody for your well wishes for my move. Yeah, moving day is always a bit intense, but I have to say it all went really smoothly. Our stuff is all in storage now and we are getting to live at large in this place. So this is the upstairs master bedroom suite. My husband is downstairs right now in the entire downstairs, which is exposed bricks and the big open plan kitchen and living room. It's really cool. I'll give you a tour of that when he's not down there on a work call. We are struggling a little bit with the internet, and you may have heard me talk about that. We are going to have to move from here and find somewhere else if we can't get speedier Wi-Fi. We've got a booster that's coming today, and we are really hoping this is going to work because I'm really loving it here. I'm kind of hoping that that the borders don't open to Spain for just a little while longer. I don't want to move again already in the next few days. I would actually like to be here for a couple of weeks if I'm totally honest. So let me show you around. I didn't know where I was going to work, and the landlord very nicely has brought in an IKEA table for me to use as a desk. Yes, that is Winston Churchill peeking out over the top of my computer, which I'm not quite sure how I feel about. I may kind of scoot him out of the way. I'm not sure. I don't know. How do you feel about working with Winston Churchill watching you? I don't know. But really happy to have my little workspace here. Got my podcasting equipment. So hopefully I'll be getting another podcast recorded from here inside of a much bigger box than the office I had back in the other part of London that we used to live in. And so, yeah, let me show you around. This apartment has an orange chair, which is incredible because if you've ever seen my videos from the orange chair, I have my favorite orange chair that's in storage now, but I've got another orange chair here. Yes, God, I'm just realizing I'm wearing orange too. And maybe that's why I'm liking this place so much. Just realizing it's got my favorite color everywhere. Kathmandu wants to get out. You want to go out and down? Okay, there you go. I'm going to show you something which is really funny. This is the, well, first of all, thank you, Trina, for pointing out that this isn't Robert Redford. It is indeed Paul Newman. I was getting mixed up because of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You got to understand. But anyway, Trina said she's got the biggest crush on Paul Newman. And yeah, he does watch me in bed. And he's got these eyes that actually follow you wherever you go, which Trina, you would really like that. And when I'm in the shower here, his eyes are watching me when I'm in the shower. And when I'm in bed, he's watching me in bed. So yeah, that's why I kind of want to get rid of Winston. He's not kind of doing it for me in the same way. We do have Steve McQueen here. Really cool picture of Steve McQueen. And these walk-in wardrobes. Oh my God. Well, not walk-in. What am I talking about? I'm just saying that there is like, I have basically taken over all of these on both sides, because there's a whole downstairs room with wardrobes, and I've put all my husband's clothes down there so that he's got his own area, and I've got mine. We do sleep together. And then this is the bathroom, and the reason I'm showing you this is because I've never in my life seen before anything like this. Oops, unlock this. A terrace off the bathroom. And there's like a little table and chairs out here, and I can imagine on a really nice day that you could come out here and sit in the sun. Building construction site going on opposite. Welcome to central London. The good news is that it's Westminster City Council, and they have to stop they can't start before 8 in the morning, so they start like 8 exactly, and they have to stop at 5, and they can't work weekends, so that is a good thing, but something to get used to when you're not used to living right in the center of London like this. But I was going to say that this building that we're in, I'm going to take an aerial, I'm going to go outside on the street and actually take a picture of this building, because it's an old hay loft. It's where, you know, in Bridgerton times, if anyone else is into Bridgerton the way I am, in Bridgerton times, they would come with their horses and buggies down below here, and this is where they would get the hay for the horses. And this whole building that I'm in is this former hay loft, which is really cool, like things like that. And so let's see, I've got my essential oils collection. here, which I wouldn't leave home without. Well, I left home without a lot of them. I've only brought as many as I could put into this carry case, and have an essential oil of the day every day. And today is ylang ylang. And I've got that going today because it's for playful, free, intuitive, being emotionally connected, joyful. And yeah, who doesn't want more of that going on? And I've got my Bach flower remedies. I've narrowed my 38 remedies. I've got the whole wooden kit. Maybe you heard my podcast episode about essential oils and Bach flower remedies. If you haven't, check that one out. I'm not sure which number that was, maybe 9, I'm not sure. And yeah, these are the 7 that I have brought with me. And yeah, I've got all my books, and I'm just feeling really, really at home here. And so, like I said, although this is supposed to be just a temporary stopgap until we can get onto a flight to Madrid, and this is a Airbnb, so we can just go by the day, by the week, whatever. We can leave in an instant, supposedly. We can't quite leave in an instant. I've got a confession to make. My son, who's in Brussels, working in Brussels, he needed me to send him a copy of my passport because I'm a guarantor on his apartment for next year, and they needed to see a copy of my passport. So just before we left, literally we were in the middle of moving day, I went into the little lockbox and I got out my passport for obviously the first time in a very long time. I mean, who's flying anywhere, right? Got out my passport, sent him the picture of it, I carried on packing, and he sends me a message and he says, "Gosh, your passport's expiring soon." I was like, well, I kind of loosely knew it was expiring in 2021, but not till later. And I go and I look, and it's May 21st. And I'm like, oh, good. So he scared me for a second there. I thought he was saying that it was like expiring next week. And then my husband was like, you realize that there's a new rule now because the UK have left the EU. You now have got to have 6 months on your passport before you can enter into Spain. I'm like, what? 6 months? I don't have 6 months. So where I'm heading right now is to go and get my passport picture taken, and then I'm going to get online and renew my passport and hope that I get it back before we get the thumbs up that we're meant to fly to Madrid. So I may end up here for longer just because of that. We'll see. So anyway, I will take a picture. I'll do another video from downstairs. I really want you to see the downstairs. And I will also take a picture from the outside so you can see the shape of this building that used to be this old hayloft. All right, everybody, lots of love.